Okay, we are live. Just going to adjust the sound here a bit. Oh, welcome everyone. I'm just going to do some, it's an ordinary evening session, I suppose. Fixing the bits and pieces of missing stuff. I will clean up this mess, and after that I will fix some of the characters that will be presented later on in chapter 5, make them ready for action, so to speak. If you have any comments or questions, you can post them, and Anders will answer them in a very polite and good way. Yeah, we'll see what happens, actually. Okay, so welcome everyone. Nice of you to stop by and join me here in my basement this evening. I'm just going to get some stuff from outside, and then I'll start working. So just sit tight. I'll be back in just a sec. I'm tearing down this previous set to make room for some other stuff. And as you can see, these are actual rocks from outside, taken from my garden outside. And this is, you know, I go hiking every once in a while and pick up some moss and stuff. So this set here is, it will be hard to exhibit this later on or sell bits and pieces of it if we would like that. It only exists here, this entire set, for a day or so, and then I tear it down and build something new together with Anders. Let's see here if we have any comments or if this is working at all. Okay. Let's bear with me now, please. Okay. You're right. Yeah, so we're on. I can see that now. That's great. If you have any comments or questions, please post them. We'll just sit there and enjoy this lazy Sunday evening work session. I don't know if you've seen any of the our stuff that we've posted on Facebook and so on, but this part of chapter 5, this dream sequence here, it takes place in a very magical and special environment. But the roads here, this is, I don't know if you can see that, but this here is just, like I said before, it's just plain dirt, nothing else. So all these materials we've gathered from just outside. It's very, that's a budget pro tip for you, right there. You don't have to buy a lot of expensive material. Just work with what you have. That's our philosophy at the moment, at least. Hmm. Oh, Eric Power. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Simon. Mr. Vigo. Okay. Who's out there? Thank you, David. Platinum Dynamite. Thank you, Setter Dergelbrotblaue. That's a cool name. Oh, yeah. David, we've torn down sets many times, and afterwards realizing that we need additional pictures of the set or stuff that goes into the set that's dependent on the lighting or layout, and then we have to backtrack in a very painful and boring way. Not so much these days though, because we're so experienced now. But there is, of course, still a lot of mistakes. That's kind of part of the process. Oh, look at this mess. Beautiful. So nice people out there. Thank you. Okay. This light here is a bit, kind of it's a bit too bright. I will add some filter to that, see if that improves. Is that better? With? Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Okay. Maybe I should talk a little bit about the equipment we use, or the equipment I use every day at least. Like that. Let's start off with the lamps. Look at these beautiful babies, these Dido lights, where you can pinpoint the light or have a more kind of flood light here, and with barn doors. Very nice. Bit expensive, but if you're into doing stuff you know, in a slightly more professional way or something, it's worth investing 1 or 2 or 3 of these. But these are my friends, actually. I really like those armatures. And of course, we have our, can you see that? Super Sculpey, which we build a lot of stuff out of. I know that you guys, you already know this stuff, so I'm kind of, but please excuse me. Maybe there's someone out there who doesn't know anything about it. But this is Super Sculpey, right? Very flexible, beige. You bake it in the oven for a couple of like 10 minutes or so, or 20, and then you can sculpt it and drill, sand it down, bake again, add some new clay on top of the already baked one. It's a good material for building stuff. Super Sculpey. And when I'm not upstairs baking this Super Sculpey stuff in the oven, I use this. It's I don't know what it's called, but a heater gun. You know, when you renovating, trying to scrape off old paint or something, you use this kind of heater gun. And which, if I'm making building something, for instance, like this, and adding a little detail, I can just, you know, add some gentle heat with this gun here, like this, and it will bake right on top of it. So I don't need to use an oven, which allows us, or me at least, to work in a more spontaneous, direct sculpting kind of way. We'll put that here. My favorite tools, everyone. And of course, this one. A simple glue gun, which you know, put a glue stick in, heat it up, and you can glue stuff on top of each other with short notice. If things are, you know, I've built things in a not so stable way, I can just, you know, when I'm rigging a set, I can just add some glue, press it for a couple of seconds, and then there you go. So it's not good for everything, this, but it's really handy. Comes in really handy when I'm making these sets. And where's my knife? Of course. Oh, here it is. It's you know, what's it called? This kind of Japanese knife with a really sharp blade that you break off each part if it goes dull. I don't know what it's called, carpet knife or whatever. This is also one of my favorite tools. So this is my everyday, most basic stuff that I need to, and the camera, of course, which is here. The Canon camera with a not very good lens, but it gets the job done. Yeah, so that's that. And yeah, maybe I should mention something about paint as well, because, oops, sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Paint, yeah. Most of the stuff that I build doesn't look that impressive, actually. But when I paint it, it actually looks pretty decent. But I use a variety of different brands of paint. The Citadel, Warhammer, miniature paints. I use these. Some of them have really good pigments in them, and they dry really fast. And of course, the more kind of the more artist acrylics, painters, colors, which are really nice, but expensive, of course. Sometimes when I remember, I just drop by the local, the local store where you buy paint and stuff, and ask them if they have any leftovers. People get these small sample cans, with different kind of colors, and sometimes they have a couple of them lying around or so. And you can get them really cheap, and it's for painting walls. This one I got a couple of weeks ago is white paint, but I mean, it's not necessary to use these kind of really expensive stuff. Where you can get this for free or cheap, or really not much money. Wow, yeah. I'll keep going here. So start working on some of our characters here. But I have to clean this place up a bit more. Looks like shit. Look at this mess. Okay. Any more comments? Please let me check. Anders is out there as well, answering your Stanley knife. Yeah, exactly. Stanley knife. Fan trailer. Derek. Yeah, I recognize your name. Fan trailer. Yeah, thank you, Derek. That was much appreciated. Zippergelbrotblaue. You want our blessing? Well, of course. You go ahead. Of course you should make your own stop motion game. It's the best thing to do with your time and money. Or maybe you could, I don't know, make something a little bit more, something not so intimidating. Copycat. Oh, you have to show it. Send us the link, please, and we can check it out. I don't mind actually working in an environment or a studio that's this messy. I suppose it would drive some people nuts, but from time to time it's really neat and tidy here. So you don't think that me or Anders are complete nutcases, which we aren't. We are very decent and hygienic people, So. Right. So what are we going to do this evening? We are going to modify a couple of these. We're going to modify some bystanders. That's really not in the center of action, so they kind of I've built them really crude, you know, and fast, as you can see. Not a lot of detail here going on. So, and Anders told me the other day that we should make some improvements to them by adding some extra, I don't know, color and texture and some new body parts onto these, because to make them slightly more interesting and to make them fit the story better, because now they're just, you know, generic, you know, amputated villagers, basically. So we'll see what we can do about these guys here. Maybe I should alter this lady here as well. Yeah, you've seen her before, I suppose. Some of these characters have aluminium wire, because we do make some stop motion every once in a while, which I also will add to these ones, because they are fixed. Oops, I have to get my computer cord. I'm low on battery. Excuse me, I'll be right back. It would have been really embarrassing if I would have forgotten to, or if this live stream would have ended abruptly due to power failure. So, yeah, right. I'm going to add this head of a minotaur and a more slightly elvish face to one of these bodies on top of this to make them more fairy tale characters. So I don't like this one so much, so I'll just start off by cutting off his head. Like that. Maybe remove the arm as well. I have to drill a small hole into his top of his neck here, or at the top of his torso, so I can put in some aluminium wire. So, but where did I put my Drawing machine. Maybe. Like that. Shit. Oh crap. Yeah, okay. Oops, now it's time to heat up my glue gun. And that takes about 5 minutes, so I'll enjoy some of your comments or see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Our friend Simon Carlson, he's making a game that's called A Song for Viggo. It's not the ordinary kind of game. It's a game about depression. You might want to go check that out. A Song for Viggo. It's made out of paper and it's tackling a rather interesting topic. So, and it's time for. I've prepared this little sign here. A very crude shout out to some of our other friends. Simogo, have you ever tried the games made by Simogo? And they're nice people too. And one of our other friends is Gnome, Konstantinos Dimopoulos. You can support him. He writes about games, retro games and new games, and he's quite talented and a really nice guy as well. You should support him on Patreon if you have the chance. So that's our first shout out. Actually, feels kind of weird, but making it like this. But hey, guys, that was awkward. I think maybe this is heated up. No, still a minute to go. I can prepare this guy here. I don't know if the bull's head on top of this is a bit too much. Maybe not. We'll try it out. can't be worse than this, right? Look at this ugly bastard. Sorry. Maybe I should cut the head of some other character. No, we'll stick to this one at the moment. I should tell you guys that I am in a city called Alingsås in the southwest of Sweden, close to Göteborg. And Anders, right now, he is in Malmö, 300 kilometers away from here. And he is, we work from different locations, me and Anders. And it's been like that ever since we started the project. We do meet once in a while to get together, of course, and have a nice time. And yeah, what else to say? I don't know. It's weird not to have Anders here chatting with you as well, or here in my studio. And he's much more good looking than I am, so you're missing out on something. Maybe glue stick. Well, this is a bit slow today. Oh. Wait for a bit longer. Maybe the Minotaur's head should go here instead. A female Minotaur. That would be cool. Instead, right? Ooh. I don't know. I'll write and ask Anders actually what he thinks. Yeah. Yep. Anders is writing me a long message here. Ah, yeah. I thought it would be a good idea to have a gentle soundtrack, some kind of, you know, easy listening track droning in the background, but that kind of messed up the audio, so we have to go with this natural silence and my the sound of my nervous presence only. So glue here, like that. Yeah, looking better. Now that I've messed up the character, I have to add some new clay on top of it, right? You can see the tin foil I use as I usually put this Super Sculpey around a base shape made out of tin foil. So, and you can see the tin foil coming through here. And we have to cover that up, obviously. And look at that drab color on his clothes. But that's maybe appropriate, I don't know. But I have to fix this at least. Yep. Okay. I'll cover up some of my previous mistakes here, so while I'm at it. This is our second live show, by the way. So we're not experts of any kind doing this kind of live stream things, but we're hoping that these live streams will improve over time. Of course, learning the trade, so to speak, how to do this in a modern and efficient way. Reaching out to our to you guys, all you nice people out there. I don't know. Yeah, looks better. So now this is, I mean, this clay here is still soft and it's not baked, so I'll use this one here. Add some more buttons for detail. Like that. I sometimes use these kind of, these kind of sculpting tools as well, but they are not, you should not use these for this kind of work. I don't like these, at least. I have somewhere here some some old dentist tools. I can't seem to find them right now though. And they're really sharp and excellent for doing detailed stuff. That's one of the downsides to having a studio that's in a constant flux of messiness. Sometimes I can't find my stuff and actually spend more time looking for my gear than producing. I know it's not as I should not admit this on the live stream, but I'm going to organize things here after this live stream tomorrow. I'll make this a really nice and spiffy studio with everything in place. Oh, what the heck. I'll use a wooden stick instead. I'm now adding some base color, which is white in this case. White. I use my heat gun to speed dry paint as well. Of course. Hey, Fidrak. Well, maybe I'll let Anders answer that one. After finishing the Dream Machine, would you consider making another stop-motion game? Do you have an answer for that, Anders? Ah. Ulsson's Journeys, Chapter 1 to 4. We'll check that out, of course. see what you're up to. Is that a German? Rot, blaue. Red, blue. Rot, blaue. And after applying the base paint, I apply some a light wash over that. I think we'll be going for another 10 minutes or so. Then I'll terminate this live stream. So if you do have any, if you have any more comments, you can ask them now, please. Okay. I'll let this dry for a while and move on to the Minotaur. This head of the Minotaur is not made out of super sculpey, though it's made out of some plastilina clay, or some kind of harder, a bit more durable plastilina clay actually, which will not, but it doesn't matter really. I will put this on top of this character anyway. I think this will look really cool. And add some aluminium wire here as well, so we can animate the head for some simple movement. Since these characters are just, you know, in the background, it's still nice to be able to add some, you know, what's it called, idling animation, you know, or just blinking or moving their head just a little bit. To have some more, you know, life or interaction, density, or whatever it's called. Anders, are you still with me? I wonder where I keep my wire today. Let me go look for my aluminium wire. Is it over here? Yeah, maybe. No, the head is too big for this character. Doesn't fit. I have a different head here, which I'll add to this body instead. What about the female? Yeah. Yeah, that is nice. Still a little bit too big. I don't know. What do you think? Looks weird, but hey, it's a dream, right? So anything goes. I'll put it there. And I'll think about it. Yep. That's okay for now. What about this one? No. Yeah. Or maybe. I made this prototype Santa head, which doesn't fit at all. Maybe I should paint this and put it here instead. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Okay, guys. I'm signing off right now. No, not right now, but oh, Stanley. This is the end of the San Francisco. Ah, Kenneth, thank you. Oh, the music in the Dream Machine trailer. I should post some links in the description for that. I have a composer. We're working with a composer now. His name is Paul Esperanza. He lives in Los Angeles, I think. At the time, I've never met him. Anders have met him at several occasions. He's really talented. He's a great guy. He's been working with us for a couple of years. Ales Esperanza. We don't have the soundtrack online yet, but eventually, after we have finished all the chapters, or maybe just after finishing chapter 5, we could put out the soundtrack somewhere, I suppose. I'll think about that. No, we don't have day jobs. This is what we do at the time. We've been mostly occupied with this for the last year or so. From time to time, we do take on we do some work for hire jobs, but that's not happening so much at this point. We're trying to keep our costs really low. You know, we don't have a high burn rate with expensive offices or anything like that. And we work from home, both me and Anders, and so we don't spend that much money actually, in order to keep the integrity and not have to take on a day job, which would be too much for us to handle, I think, for me at least. So this game is our full-time job. Oh, yeah. I'll do that. I'll put Santa in the game. Of course. If Anders approves. But if he thinks it's okay. Yeah. We'll put in this Santa character. Maybe I should go with a basic color, you know, red and white, and this a white beard. Because if I use green or any other color for his cap, he'd pass for a gnome or something else, but not Santa Claus. So we'll see about that. But okay, we'll try adding him into the game. It takes, yeah, I'll paint this one right now. Okay. Maybe I should go with black as base color. Most of the time I use black paint for the base color and just dry brush the highlights on top of that. But this is not black, it's the gray base color, but it works in the same way. This is not super sculpty though. This is some other kind of clay, which makes it a bit more messy to work with. But if we do like him, and some of the characters, I make a prototype out of plastilina or any other kind of, you know, soft clay. And if we go ahead and if the character makes it into production, I make a solid super sculpty version of it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have any good example here really. But for instance, the first version of the nurse was a plastilina version, modeling clay version, and now, but this one here, I don't have the original sculpture or figure left. I don't know if it's been destroyed or something, but this one is made out of super sculpty. It's the nurse. We'll try it out and putting this Santa character into the game, and we'll see if it works out. Can't promise anything, but we'll try. Sometimes you should embrace those kind of moments when you don't play it safe, you know. Try out the more um, strange or bizarre ideas, or the sudden ideas that you have, to see what happens. And every once in a while you end up in a very nice and creative place. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. Because we weren't planning to have this Santa character in the game, I think. Maybe early on, but I don't know. I have to be careful now speed drying this character, since this is soft clay. It will melt if I heat it up too aggressive. Okay. Let's see here now. Red. Yeah. The hat should be red, right? Oh. Yeah, maybe. I didn't like this color, this kind of red, but what's it called? Permanent rose. You. Yeah, maybe this will work out, actually. Let's see where we'll end up. Right? Still just base color. No highlights, or I haven't applied any kind of wash or anything. Just base color. Some base skin color as well. That's the base skin color. Yeah. I don't know. Now for his beard. Some, yeah, it should be white, right? With some, maybe a dash of yellow. No. His eyebrows as well. Should be white or grayish white. I'll just do some really quick and dirty basic highlighting for you. His ears, forehead, adding some pink. Okay, I'll return to this head later on. But at least we have something we can try out. Okay. I think that's everything we got for tonight. I'll just sit here for a couple of minutes. Okay. Yeah, to bring joy to all of the children. Yes. Gray base coat, yeah. It got gray because I didn't wash my brush enough, but I use a white or black or gray for base. If you use white, a white base coat, it's a entirely different approach. Then you have to get the depth and textures onto the character by washing it with diluted paint, right? If I have a black base coat, I can dry brush layer after layer on top of that, getting the volume nice. So, but gray works out as well if you don't want it to be black, because that can be a bit can become a bit yeah, bit too much. You need something a little bit softer. Then I go for the gray base coat. Do you draw inspirations? It's very distinct. Yeah, I can't remember really. Well, of course, I tried to the style for the characters. I can show you some examples here. Yeah. Let's take this, the nurse here, for instance. Yeah, the nurse, right? I actually made this character a couple of years ago. You can see she's her silhouette and her body shape is very kind of angular, straight lines, and that's was an early decision that we made to make the mapping of the 3D characters easier. So when we lift these textures out of the physical figures, it will be easier to put them on a 3D character in Maya. And I remember trying to make Anders appreciate these characters more, and I know what he what kind of character design and what artists he likes. So I tried to put something of myself into the character design, as well as meeting his, well, creating something that he would like in a subtle way. And then we worked this out together, me and Anders, of course, and we ended up in a logic where the faces and shapes should be in a certain way, which we now have. We have moved away from that slightly. If you look at a recent character here, her face is much more crude, and it's got these round shapes, which is kind of odd, really, because it breaks the logic of the character design that we established many years ago. But I don't know if that matters, really. The character design in the game, every chapter evolves and reflects us more in a more genuine way, I think, over the years. So, but Dave McKean is a good source for inspiration. Of course, Dave McKean, Mr. Punch and Silence to Noise. Yeah, he's made a lot of graphic novels, graphical comic books. Yeah. And of course, movies. Anders and I, especially Anders, are film buffs, watch a lot of movies, checking out, the design, and other games as well. Sometimes Anders sends me pictures and suggesting that a character should look a bit like something in the picture that he just sent or something else. So I just copy that. For instance, I have this character. This one here. I can't show you the entire character because that would be a bit too much. So I'll just show you the head, right? Oops. I thought of Patrick Stewart, Star Trek captain, the greatest one of the Star Trek captains. So this is an old version of Patrick Stewart. Hello. Oop. Sorry about that. No, I can't put him there. That would spoil everything. Punch and Judy. Yeah, exactly. So, thanks for watching. Take care and good night. Sweet dreams and so on. Anders says hello as well. Thank you for watching. And we'll put out a new live broadcast in a week or two or something like that. And we're learning as we go along. So, but thanks for watching anyway. Take care. Bye for now.